Hey everybody, Emerson here with Truck Life Dad. Wanted to talk to you today about principle number 4. So principle number 4 that I'm using to guide me through my experience with truck life is to keep my truck looking good and running well. So this is an in-depth look at keeping my truck running well. This is not a cleaning video. If you'd like to see how I keep my truck clean, take a look at my channel. I've got a video there that describes everything I do. So part of truck life was also the decision to go ahead and forgo rent, try and save some money by living in the truck. So the next thing I had to do was decide whether or not it was worth fixing my truck or just buying a new one. I had to run the numbers, factor in car insurance payments, gas, all of that. The whole point here is to be close to my kids by saving rent, by being able to keep my costs down. And with running the numbers, it was just a lot easier, I found, to fix this than to sell it. So I'll go through all the things that I've done. And the reason I'm doing this video today is I gotta go to an auto parts store and get another valve. So starting at the front, headlights that work, it keeps it legal and it keeps it running well. I've got a replacement coming for the headlight I installed that's got some condensation on it. I also changed out all the Ford emblems, as you can see there. I went ahead and changed out the wipers, the wiper arms, and the cowl covers. This is a cowl cover here. I then had to go and replace all of the tubing that feeds your windshield wiper, or I guess your whatever windshield line. It was disintegrated. Remember, this truck's 13 years old. I replaced all of the hubcaps. Some of them were starting to chip and crack. It just didn't look good. I replaced the tires. I got 4 new tires. Again, for instance, this one got hit with a rock the other day. It's chipped. I'll probably replace this. For me, it just helps me know that I've cleaned everything I can. I've kept it legal. Everything looks good. It makes me feel good that I'm driving the truck. I went and got some chrome covers. I had a big scrape right in here and I could not get the black trim to clean up. So I went ahead and covered that. Knowing that I'd be in my truck, I got, I guess, rain guards so that I could open the windows maybe in the months of like March, April, May, when it was a little cooler for some airflow at night. Handles, I just figured it looked better with some chrome, so I got some chrome, but I did actually replace the entire handle casing. Down here, I unbolted, took this entire running board off, I repainted it, I polished it with chrome to make it look clean. Looks like I'm gonna have to do it again, but the storage toolbox, I used a permanent marker to get rid of all of the scrapes that and dents that have occurred over the last 2 years. Again, new tires on both the front and the rear. I did get a new rear piece of trim for the bumpers, for the bumper here. This has been replaced. New Ford emblem. New rear tailgate handle. This trim, I also got replaced. I replaced that trim and I replaced the rear trim back here. The tire is over 12 years old, I think, so I'm going to clean up the rim, take the tire off, buy a spare, and throw that on and put it back in my truck. And then up here, looks like I need to clean them up. And then again up here, I called the manufacturer and I got new caps. I got new Velcro for this Weekender ladder rack. So let's pop the hood. And let's see what's under here. All right, that's one thing I like about this truck is I don't have to hold the hood up. I have another video of me cleaning the battery, but looks like I've got to take it out and clean it again. The battery was cleaned. Windshield washer fluid, that's always kept topped up. You can see it's brand new, shiny, new alternator. I'm not sure if you can, well, you might be able to see. Yeah, there you go. You can see there are no cuts in the serpentine belt. Replace that. I have a video of that as well. Very easy fix. So the reason I decided to make this video today, way back there, you can't even tell if you look closely. It's blue. It's a blue PCV. It's like a check valve between your manifold and your crankcase, but I've got to change that out. I have a video of all of the things that I'm going to do at 100,000 miles. You can watch that as well. And then I've got coolant. I changed out the coolant. Sorry, I will change out the coolant. Again, I had to change it because I had something weird happen, but it's kind of this mix and I haven't flushed it, so I've got to change it out again when that happens. So this is the repair manual for my particular model, 2006 Ford F150. It is great for those just starting to learn like myself or advanced auto mechanics. It does a complete breakdown, even to the reboring of cylinders, pistons, shaft stuff I don't even know yet. But what I like about this is it has a maintenance schedule in this book. It points out what parts are what. It tells me what they are, both from the front and the rear side. Under the hood, what things are, I've learned. It tells me how tight things should be on my particular model, how many quarts of oil, etc., etc., the firing of my V8. So here it's got what I should be doing every so often at different increments. And as you can see, I've highlighted different tasks as I go through. Again, like we talked about, I'm doing this video because I need to replace the positive crankcase ventilation valve between the manifold and the crankcase. So I highly recommend getting one of these. I've learned a ton. 3 reasons I like this. 3 reasons. Number 1, I have a better understanding and knowledge about my truck and how it runs. I don't need to know about every kind of vehicle. I'm really concentrating on just mine, and this is very specific. They do an entire teardown, take photographs, document everything for this particular model truck. I like that, number 1. Number 2, in the event that I get to something that I can't fix myself, I don't feel like I'm being taken advantage of at this point when I go to a mechanic. This truck is under warranty, so I've been going to the same guy actually here in Florida for the last 3 months. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, and I feel at least I have something to reference. I like that, number 2. And number 3, the one thing I like about this book is it's really taught me the habit of checking what you drive, checking your vehicle. I'm driving a multi-ton truck that has the capacity to kill myself or kill others. When you do go through this book, I would say almost 30% of this book is check, 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 check. It's something that we just don't do. I forget to do. Simple as check the valves, check the hoses, check the filters, check the brakes, check the steel, check, check, check. That's the only way you're gonna find things. And so that's the number 3 reason why I really like this. 3. Number 1, 2. So now I'm using my thumb. Oh, it's a sign language thing. 1, 2, 3. That's a complete breakdown of how I keep my truck looking good and running well. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to take a look at the other 3 principles, feel free to hop over to my channel. You can click some of these buttons that hopefully are up there. And yeah, join me. Thanks. Love you, kiddos.